Hey everybody. Well, it's March 18th and thought it was time to make another video showing my progress. So, as you can see, everything's been growing really great. This is the white eggplant. The leaves are just humongous. Bigger than my hand. It's been growing really nice. Here's another one. It's smaller. It's weird how you plant them both at the same time, same exact everything, and one of them can be huge and one can be small. But that's just how it works. Here's the purple beauty. It's got a nice canopy on the top there. So that's the big purple beauty, and then here's a small purple beauty. Once again, planted same time, same everything. That big guy over here is the tomatillo. It's got a couple flowers on it. I left the flowers, just not going to let them actually fruit, but I just left the flowers just to check them out. And what's this one? These two are the salsa hybrid pepper. Really nice dark green leaves. I've been using the Miracle Grow houseplant food, so I imagine that's why they're all so green. Let's see what else. This is a habanero. It's regular orange habanero. And this one right here, that's the Jamaican hot chocolate that I got from Rat David 9, another guy who makes these videos. As you can see, the leaves on this are pretty good size. I like how they get the ridges on them. They're really cool looking leaves. And then these four are the ghost pepper. This is from my own seeds from the plant I grew last year. Really nice sized leaves. I don't remember the plants last year ever looking this good, so I'm excited to see how many peppers I can get. And then that's the dwarf. Same thing, all four of these planted at the same time, but then one of them's just the runt. Okay, so these ones, it's actually been kind of warm lately, and I was looking at the week forecast, and there's no freezing temperatures coming up, so I'm actually going to put these ones outside, but not for a couple days, because I'm going to harden them off. So I'm not an expert on hardening off the plants, but what I'm planning to do is basically just put them back in their box, but move the box outside and let them have maybe a couple hours of sun, and then spend the rest of the time in the shade, and then bring them in at night just for a couple days so that they can get used to the outside air, the outside temperature. Because in my house it stays 72 all day long, but outside can have some pretty severe temperature swings, and so they need to get used to that so that when I transplant them they don't get too shocked. So yeah, these pepper plants have some little buds on them. Not gonna let those grow. Need to let the plant grow some more so that it can actually support some plants or some peppers. Alright, so that's the progress on the guys that I'm moving outside. Now I'll show you some of the peppers I started a little bit later and some of the tomatoes that are not ready yet to go outside. Okay, so here's my other box. So it's another Jamaican hot chocolate back there in the corner. And then this one is the Ixtapa. It's a big jalapeno. That's these two. And these two are regular jalapeno. Here's my other habanero. It's looking really good. And then the tomatoes, that's the sugary Those two are the Cherokee chocolate. Those two are the black cherry. Those two are the early girl. And these two, I basically gave up on them because nothing sprouted. The soil totally dried out. And I just put it in the box under the lights just to see what would happen. I wasn't expecting anything. And then after a week or so of not watering it and just leaving it in the box under the lights, letting it dry out completely, they suddenly sprouted. And I have no idea why. But they are let's see. Don't remember what these ones are. The big beef. That's right. I wanted to get some big old tomatoes. Yep, so these ones need more time to grow. So they'll stay in the box for a couple more weeks. And then they'll move out. I'll have to build another garden box, I think, for the tomatoes, but that's fine. I will enjoy doing that. Okay. Once again, this is the light setup I'm using. I couldn't be more satisfied with it. Seriously, these things work amazingly. They're so easy to use. Just flip it on when I get up in the morning, flip it off when I go to bed, and as you saw from the plants, it's definitely working out well. And super easy to build, super cheap. I mean, the light bulbs were the most expensive part. They were maybe $9 each. But definitely worth it, because my results this year are so much better than last year. And here's the other one. I have it. It's still on right now. It's been sitting on top of these guys. Okay. Well, I think that's it for this video. Nothing really big going on, I guess. So, I hope you've enjoyed watching the videos so far. I've enjoyed making them. Definitely enjoyed growing these plants. Later in the season, I'll definitely enjoy eating from these plants. I have some good plans for some dishes, some sauces and salsas, especially with these tomatillos. There's a couple tomatillo salad dressing and a tomatillo salsa that I'm very excited to make. I've made them with store-bought tomatillos before, but I'm guessing that coming from my own plant, they will taste much better. And this purple beauty, very excited for those. Beautiful purple flowers and purple peppers. So maybe in my next video it'll have started flowering and I'll show you the purple flowers that this thing makes. They're very cool. And the habaneros, I'm hoping for some good habaneros. Last year I planted 2 habanero plants and they were not habanero peppers. They ended up looking like a Hungarian wax pepper is what I decided. They were long, started out yellow and then turned to orange and then red, and they had a lot of heat. Definitely not a habanero. I like habaneros a lot, so I was actually very disappointed that I didn't get any habaneros last year because of that. And my Jamaican hot chocolate last year, it took till really late in the season to finally start producing anything, and then one day I went out there and every pepper had been eaten by a green hornworm. I hope it felt pain from eating the habaneros, because it prevented me from getting any. It ate every pepper. Well, it only ate, a few, like a quarter of each pepper, so it probably stopped when it noticed how hot they were, I hope. Ghost peppers, of course, I love the ghost peppers more for the novelty of it. I bring them to work and everybody has a competition to see who's the bravest who will eat them. I also made some ghost pepper chocolate chip cookies and some ghost pepper chocolate cupcakes last year that I brought to work that everyone got a real kick out of. Especially one guy who didn't know that they were ghost pepper. He was pretty confused with why his mouth was burning so bad after he ate a cupcake. It was pretty great. One thing, once these plants have gotten this big, they require a lot of water, especially under the warm lights. I'm watering these things every day, so I come to check if they need watering, and the soil will be totally bone dry. As you can see on the tomatillo, the stem's almost as thick as my finger. It's a really nice thick stem, but this soil is totally dry after watering it yesterday. And this eggplant as well, it just soaks up the moisture, so it's totally dry. Another cool thing, on the eggplant leaves, I don't know if you can see this, they get spikes. There are little spikes all over. They're not really stiff, so they don't hurt when they poke you, but let's see if I can get, no, it won't focus. There you go, kinda. Yeah, there's little spikes all over the leaves, on the front side and on the back side. It's very cool. I did not know that eggplant did that. Big heart-shaped leaves. I love these things. That's just so cool. They're so shiny and ridged. Might be my favorite plant, just because of that shape. Okay, I guess that's it for this video. Keep watching. I'm sure the next video they'll be really big and probably have some flowers on them. So, thanks for watching.